right, everyone. Today's reading has something to do with light. I don't know what yet. It's all my light cards again. And I had some new ones that are added to this. So I shuffled and cards popped out in the order that they're in now. And I was guided to put these crystals, all the pink ones. So the first crystal and pile here is the rose quartz, which is all about unconditional love, self-love, and healing with love, okay? This is the Russian Tunite, which is, it inspires eloquent speech, okay, and building rapport, and it's very good if you're introverted and you want to become a little more extroverted as well. And this one, I have a hard time pronouncing it, rhodochrosite, and this one is all about emotional healing as well. Okay, so I'm going to open the energy, let you pick your piles, and see what comes. All right. If you haven't picked your pile yet, please pause the video and do so. I'm going to get started with my first pile here with the rose quartz. So let me push this back a little bit and put this here. Okay, let's see what your reading is. We're going to go this way from right to left, or left to right. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So take risk. This is double mission, which means that channeling and uplifting humanity, that your personal journey, spiritual journey has a double mission. It's for your own personal growth, but also for the growth of humanity, okay? Let go. Take risk, let go. And the key of light. So I'm guided to start, actually, even though we're looking at them this way, I'm guided to start with the key of light and see what they're saying. Mostly because these ones are self-explanatory. Did I not say? Okay, so this is the rose quartz, unconditional love, right? Key of light. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the key of light. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. Look at that. Okay. So for you guys, they want you to take that leap of faith, let go of all fears, understand that your mission is a double mission. It's personal and universal. And let go and receive this key of light, okay? So I'm guided to just, this is the new deck, so I'm guided to just read from the book for you guys. Archangel has a message for you. You have the power of the divine in you. You have the ability to free yourself no matter whether it seems that another person, a set of circumstances, or the entire world holds more power than you. Your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require that outer circumstances change in order for you to be free. Though as you choose freedom, outer circumstances often change radically. For now to be free, use the key of light. This means staying true to what you know for yourself. Gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Do not cave into naysayers and fear generators. Most especially, do not collapse under your own fears or doubts. Gently and persistently, cleaving to the light within will bring you through any apparent obstacle, free you from any apparent prison, and ensure your divine destiny is fulfilled. All doors shall be open to you. You are being given a gift of unconditional grace. Step back and radiate love from your center. This is your way. You do not have to betray your spirituality to fight. You can fight with love and trust that you can be your way as a spiritual warrior. In each moment you choose love and trust, you are fighting the good fight. You are learning that love is expressed in no as much as in yes. For when you fight against those who want you to deny the truth, you are standing clear and strong in loving truth. Michael helps you realize the strength that you already have within you to do this. This oracle is a message for you to trust in your own ability to triumph right now. You are the key to success. You must believe in yourself. You don't have to force the door open. In perfect time, according to divine grace, all doors will open for you. Your dreams and actions will prove themselves in time. No person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. The key of light is a spiritual permission from the universe to succeed in your life mission. Okay? You shall not be kept back from your divine destiny. You shall be empowered to succeed. Refuse to give up on your dreams. This may mean freeing yourself from situations or relationships that have enslaved you or controlled you. Let go, right? When you are ready, this can be done with the great gentleness, compassion, and strength. Free yourself with love, not fear. You may need to lock doors to the past behind you. With divine empowerment, you can completely and utterly allow the past to be over. Let it go, okay? You will find that new doors can then be unlocked for you. All right, and these cards come with an invocation. I'm going to read it, and you guys should repeat it for yourselves at some point. I call upon Archangel Michael and the Key of Light. I give thanks for the divine gift of liberation from any restraining circumstance. I give thanks for the opportunity to completely close any door I choose and open any door I choose. I am grateful to the loving encouragement of the universe, reminding me that I will be successful in fulfilling my divine life purpose. May I be assisted by unconditional love to use my power of freedom with wisdom. May all beings be blessed by the grace of the divine, so the past ceases to hold them in pain and new opportunities of love can be accepted. May humanity open the door to light and love within. Through my own free will and the unconditionally loving guides that serve human evolution, so be it. Wow. Now, this crystal and these cards all go together so well, right? The unconditional love, taking the risk of doing it your way, being you, doing it your way, holding true to yourself and your convictions, and not, that where it said, you can love by saying no just as much as you can love by saying yes, okay? Understanding that you have a divine mission, not just a personal mission in life, letting go of the past, letting it be in the past, and working with this Key of Light and Archangel Michael, okay? And unconditional love and unconditional grace and unconditional freedom. I love this reading. I actually needed to hear this today. I hope it helped you guys in some way. All right, I'm moving on to my next one. All right, pile number 2. All right, you chose the Russian Tunelite, which helps with eloquent speech. It's not helping me much right now. Eloquent speech and building rapport and being more extroverted. Let's see what your cards have to say. Look at that. Share your voice. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, anyway, it's always so wonderful when I see these cards and the crystals work together to give you this message. I just love it. Okay. This paradox card reminds us that we can hold two extremes at the same time, okay? Sometimes we get focused on things and we see them as one-sided, but to hold the paradox within us requires strength. Okay, to see our most brilliant qualities and our most ugly, to acknowledge that they both live within us is a gateway to growth. Okay? Carl Jung said the paradox is one of the most valuable spiritual possessions. And for anyone who does shadow work, they know this to be true. But this can be difficult for many people. If we have been raised in a rigid environment where things are viewed as black and white, it may be hard for us to accept our flaws, let alone love them. Okay? So, one of the best ways to slowly enter a relationship with our internal paradox is to remind ourselves that we did not create these things within us, we inherited them. It does not define us, and yet we are responsible for them. To work more deeply with paradox, as you witness yourself throughout the day, identify what types of thoughts you have more of, positive or negative. From there, find the polar extreme. For example, maybe you thought, I am so freaking lazy. Acknowledge a couple things that makes that true. Then find the polar opposite, i.e., hardworking, and acknowledge a few things or experiences that prove that you are hardworking. All right, so this is like the coin that I talk about all the time. We can't have the coin, the whole coin, without accepting both sides of the coin. We have to understand that there is a paradox, that there is a polarity that exists in this world, in this physical world, and there's nothing wrong. Okay, there's nothing wrong and there's nothing right. There just is. Okay, there's two sides of every coin, but if you want the coin, you have to accept both sides. So this talks about doing the work that of accepting your whole self. Okay, your whole self, not just the good parts that you like. You need to accept your entire being. Okay, this is going to give you strength. All right, share your voice, come out of the cave. All right, persecution and expression. So because of that persecution, I'm going to read from the book. They want me to read from the book for this one as well. I have a feeling I might be reading from the book for all of these. But there's something they want you to know about that. Clearly, this share your voice relates to this Russian Two-Light helping you to share your voice. And I feel like coming out of the cave is what you do when you do this this shadow work that they talked about here. But let's see what the book has to say about sharing your voice, especially this keyword they have here, which is persecution, which is interesting. So I'm just trying to find it. There it is. It was eluding me for a minute. All right. So you are being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression, okay? We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. That's this paradox, bringing it all home, right? To the place of wholeness. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you have kept your soul's voice silent or held back, chanting or singing could be truly life-changing for you. Okay, as we shed the layers of our personality, that's this, and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it becomes. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, speak your truth, and share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. Express yourself, share your voice, speak to those who can hear you. Interesting, there was nothing about the persecution in the book. But what I got while reading that is that we don't share our voice because we're afraid of persecution. So this could relate to past lives, or just even this life. You know, you may have felt persecuted when you've shared your voice in the past, okay? And that's what put you in this cave. But it's time to share your voice. It's safe to do so, is what they're saying. And you're being called to, okay? Get yourself one of these crystals if you don't have one already. Divine animals. It's number 22, which is the master builder number, master creator number. So that is interesting to me right away and calling my attention right away. And the lion, of course, is strength, right? The lion is strength. So that's interesting as well. That's they want me to take note of that. And this pure heart, right? It's like the lion's heart. Okay, so yeah, what it says in here is soul companions on your journey. Spend time with your pet or in the company of any animal to realize the same light that flows through you flows through all living creatures. All right, we all create different containers for our soul experiences, depending on our individual desires and dreams. Humans experience greater contrast than animals. That is why our influence and creations are wider reaching. However, this also makes it easier for us to split and stray from our hearts. The lion's heart, the courage, the strength. Animals reflect the divine love that we are. When we are around animals, it is easier to move into alignment, where we can be inspired to grander creations. People often believe they receive unconditional love from an animal, as an animal is more likely to be aligned with its soul instinct and doesn't need you to be different to who you are for it to feel loved. You will feel free to be who you are. When you emulate this behavior for yourself, life becomes more relaxed, loving, and your relationships will catapult to a whole new level of joy. All right, so yeah, this card is saying be like this lion, the lion's heart. You know, you don't need anyone to be any different for you to be loved. You don't need yourself to be different, and you don't need anybody else to be different. Okay? And that's one of the messages that's going to become clear for you and that you're going to share. Okay? And now we're coming to this one. This is my new deck, so I'm definitely going to the book for this one. Merkaba, spiritual protection. So you're protected through all of this. Being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. Okay, an open, sensitive person can easily become energetically overloaded, which is why you become the introvert. From physical pain to emotional and psychological tension, an overload does not feel good. You may even feel like you are carrying others on your back or in your head. The added weight can drag your naturally light vibration down into anguish, doubt, or fear, or despair. Your inner vision, too, may be too obscured by the overload. That can make it hard to discern what is yours and what belongs to another. Whether experiencing overload to your system is an unusual occurrence for you, or you have a tendency to absorb and process the energy of others, it's common for healers, psychics, and mediums, artists, and other sensitive people, open people, to do this. You will benefit from a spiritual cleansing. Afterwards, you feel less inclined to connect with particular people or work or certain ideas, even if they seem very important before the cleanse. This means that you are freeing yourself from others' input and discerning the true priorities of your own heart. To accept this spiritual cleansing now, repeat the invocation below, and then relax for as long as you need. You can repeat this process daily for 3 days or up to 3 weeks if you feel you need it. Often cleanses are 21 days, so that makes sense. All right, so here's the invocation. All right. I call upon unconditionally loving divine protection. The sacred chamber of light, the Merkaba of divine light, is around me now. I choose of my own free will, under divine authority and grace, to release any and all connections, content, and contaminants that do not serve me through unconditional love. I choose of my own free will to take my life journey in the most joyful and loving way possible. I open to divine grace for cleansing and protection of my integrity at all times. I am free to simply be in the truth of me. May all beings be blessed and protected. May all beings be happy and free. Through my own free will, so be it. All right, this card is also a confirmation for those of you who have been questioning if a relationship, person, or situation has been draining you or transferring negative energies or thoughts into your energy field. Your insights are correct, and you can now use this energy clearing process to remove the cords of attachment and release any negative energy from that person or situation. Okay? It is a time when you may become very aware of just who or what has been draining you, and be able to lovingly but firmly say, "You must leave my energy field now and not return without my express verbal permission. Of my own free will, so be it." Okay. So there's a lot in that for you guys. You're working on, the shadow work for yourselves, understanding yourselves and bringing yourself into wholeness. And what this is saying is it's important for you to cleanse yourself of all the distracting or overloading energies that are coming and that you absorb. And it's important that you learn to know who you are and what is not you. Okay. And in the first reading, it said that you can love by saying no as much as by saying yes. And so that's what this is saying, is you can say, if it's something's draining you, we often call that an energy vampire, right? If it's draining you, you can say no to it. You don't have to allow that or accept it, or loving it unconditionally includes saying no to it. Okay, you can still love it unconditionally, whatever it is, a person, a situation, whatever it is, but say no to it. Okay, so be like the animals, okay, like this lion here. You don't need them to change. Okay, you don't need them to change for you to be safe and protected and loved, but you don't need to be around them either. Okay, that's what this is saying to me. So in order for you to become a little more extroverted and to be able to speak your truth and share your voice without fear of persecution, you need to become very clear about who you are and who you are not. What voice is yours and what voice is someone else's, okay? And this spiritual cleanse will help. Being like the lion will help, okay? And this will help you create your path, okay? That's what I'm hearing for you guys. I hope that helped in some way. And you go have a beautiful day. I'm going to move on to my last pile here. All right. You guys chose the Rhodochrosite, and this is about emotional healing. So let's see what your cards say. Love. Okay, definitely about emotional. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. Family of Light, and Soul Love 33, which is very much about emotional healing. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, these go together so well. Isn't that amazing? You're being surrounded by light and love. Family of Light, Council of Light, Soul Love, Love. You're being surrounded by healing, light, and love. By ancestors, by past loved ones, by angels, by all of the beings of light and love that exist in the universe. They're surrounding you for this healing, the emotional healing that you're seeking. This is really incredible. I'm just struck. I'm gonna read some things from the cards, especially this one because it's my new deck. But I'm just struck. This message is so clear. You are being surrounded by love and light. Healing, love, and light. Okay? For the purpose of healing and teaching. Okay? Yeah. Wow. Okay. I just have to have a minute there. Sorry. What an amazing spread of cards. And this crystal, it all goes together so well. Okay, I'm going to stop obsessing over that. And I'm going to move to reading this card first, the Family of Light card. These ones are all pretty self-explanatory, so I'm going to read this one, okay? The limits that much of humanity place upon their love, that they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside, do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth. As an extended spiritual family, you will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a broader family of light. Wow. While some souls have incarnated to learn about us and them, others have the purpose of teaching unconditional, all-embracing love. Remember, I said 33 is for the purpose of healing and teaching. You are one of these. You have taken life to love. You have taken life to love the many, not just the few. Okay, you incarnated to love the many, not just the few. For this life purpose to be anchored, issues in your biological family may keep you from bonding with them in a typical way. Perhaps you were the odd one out of your family, the one who no one really understood. Perhaps you felt loved, but couldn't live the way your family seemed comfortable to live. Maybe you lost family members through divorce, disease, depression, and death, or through addiction or emotional immaturity that left you disconnected from family members. If your father figure was absent, whilst you must do the emotional healing work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence, for your own spiritual connection to remain intact, pure, and powerful. If your mother figure was absent, whilst you are advised to do the emotional work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence, for you to look beyond your immediate family to find your place and find yourself belonging to and being devoted to the entire human race. This pain was part of how you remained unconditioned by the more typical family bonds. Whilst these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty you may have experienced regarding them helped push you to become a child of love. You had to seek family in expansive ways, remaining open as you searched for love, rather than feeling satisfied by your immediate tribe and close to those outside it. You can come through your experience not as a victim of circumstance, but as an empowered soul. Process it, heal, forgive, and step into the spiritual blessings gained through your atypical relations with your biological family. Although you were not meant to belong in a traditional way to your family of origin, you shall not be denied the love you need. You are here to help build a human family joined by more than blood or legal union. It will not just be you loving the world, but the world loving you. The power of your heart to give and receive love shall not be wasted. So it is time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you are exactly as you were meant to be. When you do, your magnetism will draw love and friendship from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. Leave past hurts and rejection behind. You no longer need them to grow. Be brave. Pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit, but here on earth. Let them in. Know that you belong here in spirit and in body, to be loved, held, touched, listened to, and accepted just as you are. There's an invocation that goes with this. I choose of my own free will to receive all assistance from unconditional love, so I can peacefully process any unresolved hurt, rejection, abandonment, judgment, or betrayal. I have learned how to love more unconditionally through my experiences. I have learned that love allows all beings to freely choose how they wish to live. I wish to live with openness, love, and connection, in spirit and in the flesh, with those who can accept my love and love me too. Through divine grace, I ask for assistance in attracting my soul tribe and my family of light, heavenly and human, that I may experience belonging and conscious community, sharing my light and love with others. Through unconditional love, may all beings feel the blessings of true family, of deep, abiding, divine love. So be it. I am so struck by this reading, by the cards that combined and the crystal that combined for this reading. I'm having a hard time getting over it, to be honest. I want to look at the soul love card now from the book. There's something there for us. Yes, it's clearly unconditional love. You are clear, pure love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. Your future will be nothing like what has been before. You are at the center of the universe, looking outward through your experiences. When you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything to your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, or your eyes until you've returned to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make another feel good. These are conditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you are trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you are not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is just a sign that you are yet to love something about yourself. Okay. And now they want me to read them all, actually, because they go together so well. As you can see, the message of these echoed each other. There's serious emotional healing going on right now. I can feel it in the energy. It's interesting. Okay, the Council of Light. All right, the Council of Light. What do they want to say with that? Well, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and to get to work. What would you like help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? They are a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of the earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world, United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your requests and let them go to work. Okay, there's an activation here. Council of Light, I am ready to receive your help for fulfilling my personal dharmic mission. Thank you for guiding me with clarity every step of the way and for sending me helpers and experiences that delight my mind, body, and soul. All right. I see why we're reading it backwards. You needed to understand what your mission was before you could ask for their help with it. All right, and then finally, love. What more is there to say? That's your mission. All right, love, unconditional love, universal love, right? Not just family love, not just romantic love, not just friendship love. A great, great love, okay? This card is an invitation to examine love in all facets of your life. This is self-love, love of others, your healthy or not so healthy boundaries, your presence with others, your relationship with intimacy. If you feel seen and heard, passion, joy, and total responsibility. This card could signal a need to build a better relationship internally or maybe with a partner, in your business or work life, or even towards a goal or hobby. It could also be a reminder that love is a choice. Okay. That's what they wanted us to see. So they have some questions here. Do you actively work on your relationship with yourself? Do you feel you trust and respect yourself? If you have a partner, do you feel balance in the relationship? Do you feel balance in your friendships? How do you feel in your work environment? What is your relationship with passion? Do you make time for it? What about the intimacy? Do you feel comfortable with it? Do you feel love avoidant or love addicted? What is your attachment style? How do you express love? Okay, our relationship with love in all its forms is always in motion and flux. When this card makes itself known to you, it simply means you should spend a day or two witnessing how love lives in your life. All right, so as these cards mention, you know, if you're not experiencing love, if you're not seeing love, if you're not whatever, they want you to shift and focus on love, right? So like this card says, take note, notice how love is being experienced in your life, and they are helping you shift to this bigger, greater love that that exists at all times, even in times of struggle, even times of challenges, even in times when it feels like it's not love. The unconditional love is still there, and they want you to see it. They want you to recognize it. They want you to become aware of it. Okay. It reminds me of a card that comes out of I think this deck here that I have, which is Earth Guide. The card is, I'm looking for it actually. I could probably shuffle and I'm sure it would jump out at us. But yeah, here it is, Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. I feel like I want to put that card there. And then it's funny because the card that was right beside it, that's coming out, is Starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. And what is this all about? Love and light, right? Love and light. This is your mission, to love and be loved, to raise the vibration of the planet through radiant, loving light. You're being surrounded by love and light. You have a council of light. You have a family of light. You're connected to your soul love. You're connected to all love. That is your, I'm just going to push these up here so you can see this. That is your message. That is unbelievably beautiful. And these cards came out just like this, and the crystal that was chosen. And obviously I just pulled these cards out because I just knew these are the cards that needed to go with here, with this reading. Wow. All right. Again, I was just struck for a minute. Sorry. All right. You guys go have a beautiful day. All right. Bye-bye.